Good morning.
Hey, there we go.
I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we begin Monday morning again. Today is the 18th, and I had Odie double checking to make sure, because it usually happens the 25th. And I said, what day is actual Thanksgiving on?
I said Thursday.
I knew that. It's the 28th, you say?
28th is what it's got down here. Yeah. The 28th, we get to eat some turkey.
Hopefully your friends and family will make it on. For whatever reason, if they can't make a phone call, means a lot. We hope everybody can get back together and enjoy themselves. And hopefully the birds in the air won't be delayed. There's nothing worse if you've got X amount of time to make it home and then the plane is delayed.
If you've never fried a turkey,
oh boy,
don't just do it thinking you know how to do it. We respond to a lot of fires
now
during Thanksgiving for people trying to fry their first ever turkey.
Remind me of this. When you ease the turkey in, you can't drop it. You've got to slowly, you?
You've got to slowly put it in there. Put your turkey in there and then fill it up with water and find where your full mark is with your grease.
With the turkey in it.
With the water, with the turkey in it. And then pull your turkey out, and then that will give you a mark of how much oil to put in, no more oil than that. Because it's going to overflow, and when you put in a turkey into the hot grease, it's going to start frying. You don't want it to fry over the pot. Your turkey has got to be 100%, absolutely nothing less than 100% thawed. You do not
What happens
fry.
if you...
That's when it just completely bubbles over. The grease gets on the fire. The fire starts the whole pot and up and go.
Average Joe would think that if you put something frozen, it would unthaw, but you can't.
Kind of like French fries.
Yeah.
You know, you do your French fries or your chicken while it's frozen. You do not do your turkey that way.
That's a little tip I didn't know there.
Yes.
All right, Martha Stewart.
That's right. Come on, that's my Snoop Dogg over here.
So long as you keep in touch with the lady that helped you during your prison hours, I think you'll be okay.
You know, you made her mad. I wonder what's going to come out of it.
She's come to your house now.
Did she promise her some money if you help protect her?
That's what the lady's claiming.
You know, I mean, hey.
We don't know that, though.
Martha got it. You got enough.
Yeah, help the old girl out.
Throw her a bone. She's getting out.
And she's telling way too much. We don't care about what she did when she was younger with who. Some secrets are just best left unknown.
Yeah, some things you just don't tell nobody.
But she's telling all. It's kind of like the day the squirrel went berserk. It done got a hold of Martha Stewart, and she's telling too much.
Yeah, they have Snoop Dogg over there and say, now look, let's talk about this.
Boy. 5 minutes after the hour, and we have to. I brought this up a minute ago, as we have one of our own at the airport now from Meridian leaving to go to Pennsylvania to be on the QVC network, which is a pretty neat. That's where they sell home products and you can buy stuff. But not often do we have somebody from Mississippi go and sell stuff.
An old schoolmate, Kim Johnson Busby from West Lauderdale High School, got a business here in town. Anesthesiology. She's been doing good her whole life. Can you say that word?
Anesthesiologist.
Y'all mark this down. We didn't even practice that.
Yeah, boy, I was on it.
Yeah, so she's come up with a children's book.
Let's show it, Odie.
The real, true meaning of Christmas. It deals with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and this is something that is really needed in our country.
There's Kim.
There's Kim, and she is.
Take
going to QVC.
Y'all check it out there. And again, you can see that at Miracle in a Manger is the Facebook page and learn more about it. She'll be live tomorrow morning, 6 until 8 on QVC. So we wish her luck with her book sales.
Yeah. Oh, 6 to 7.
6 to 7?
Yes, 7 to 8, you got to be on this program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then you can go back. MiracleInAManger.com. She'll be on there. And I think that is awesome for our area, West Lauderdale. All that. That's pretty cool.
And it's and this is what I like to see come out of our area, is the meaning of what this is about Jesus and what Christmas really is. It's a good thing. It's not one of those things that we're embarrassed to talk about that somebody from us has done. This is great.
This
Thumbs up. We support you, and we hope that your flight is filled with no bumps.
That's right. No air pockets.
Yeah. Here's our website as well. Miracle Manger, I believe is how that is.
MiracleinaManger.com.
Yep. There it is. Check it all out. You can Google it and run right to it there. As the weekend just flew by.
You start off with this. I kind of got.
We got somebody defeated, didn't we?
Yeah,
Season's
Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, it's not over. They're still going to go to the Super Bowl, but Buffalo Bills knocked them out. I mean, on a last-minute play. We had just got back into town. I turned the TV on, and Amy goes, "Oh, man." And I looked up, and I saw that they were down, and there was like 1 minute left. And no matter if they made a touchdown, they still lost. But the Bills knocked off my undefeated Kansas City Chiefs last night.
I know, Odie. I'm one in a million. I ain't gonna watch it.
I watch Kansas City and I watch the Saints every now and then. That's the only really two games that I watch.
It's part of an organization that I no longer believe in. I have little issues in life. Sometimes I can turn the cheek on a lot of things. That one I can't. I can't support them.
It took me a little while to come back. They're starting to realize. Have you seen that now? Trump is like 5G. Can you hear me now? And it's got the map as a coverage where it's 90% red and some little blue dots.
Now I'll do this.
Yeah.
If they'll do the national anthem and stand, I'll go back and watch it. If they'll do that. Now not this to where they edit it out and they start the game after whatever's happened. If they'll show it, I'll go back and watch. But until then, I'm
giving hope that they will get back to doing that. Saints won, yeah. Hey, look, Erica says she's a Chiefs fan. Look, Mahomes,
and
I like that dude. That dude is, and that's why I went to him the first year he started playing with Kansas City. I said, I'm going to watch this fella. And
who is he?
Patrick Mahomes.
Where'd he come from? Is he Alabama?
Or? Oh, no, I don't follow nobody from Alabama.
Oh, come on, man. I thought he was the guy that was dating
no,
Taylor Swift.
That's Kelsey. He's got another. His wife is supporting.
Kelsey's
Kelsey's the one that's dating.
I thought his wife was mad that he was dating Taylor Swift.
No.
I don't know anything about them.
Hotty toddy. Whoop whoop. Come on up in here, Bob. But Patrick Mahomes was a baseball player. Both his parents were professional athletes, and then he started playing football, and he's a natural with it. And I liked the way he carried the team, and I said, well, I liked it, and started following him. So I've been with Kansas City supporting them for about 4 years.
You just have to update me there.
I'll do it. I'm still an Aints fan. I've got my bag. Hadn't had to wear it too much this year, but
hang in there. Us Mississippi State folks we accept the truth. Ain't gonna happen.
Y'all are rebuilding.
There ain't no cannons that roar. There's no bells ringing because, well, it ain't happening.
Hey, I'm gonna give you something to boost you up. You'll do better next year. I have no doubt in my mind.
Another new coach?
Better.
Well, you've lost every game this year.
Exactly. So it's not gonna
everything's up. We'll be right back. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954.
Hey,
Welcome
here we
back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. It's 58 right now as we'll wait for a high of about 78 later today. Sometimes your political beliefs are best kept to yourself, aren't they?
Yeah.
We're going to give you an example of why you should sometimes just not say anything. Let's go to Russia. A ballet star criticized the guy that runs Russia. What's his name, Putin?
Putin?
Yeah. Plunged to their death of 60 feet over the weekend.
Y'all just don't know. Y'all
That
keep
ain't the
giving
first
America
time.
No, and people's freedom over here in the United States is not understood around the world.
Yeah.
People live way different. If you've never set foot out of the United States, and I'm not talking about going to Mexico on a cruise because you're going into a controlled environment. I'm talking about to another country. If you hadn't been there, you don't understand how good we have it over here.
Seriously, it is. Because you can talk about others if you don't like it. You have that right. It's protected to go, I don't agree with you. Other countries, not so much there. Like, what's that? Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Don't talk about him.
No, you better smile and wave and all that when he walks by. They'll pick you out of a lineup.
This I've never bid on anything that was a famous document, but went for $2 million. It's not a document, but it's a piece of history. The Titanic, the captain of the Titanic, his watch has sold at auction for $2 million.
I bet it don't even work.
Now, well, I don't know. It's pretty. It's a gold watch.
Oh, but now that is pretty cool.
There's a picture of it there. But let me ask this: do you believe with things like that comes bad luck? Would you? Is there such a thing? Would you want it?
That's another question. And there's a conspiracy now where that's really not even the Titanic. That's the sister ship. And
Lusitania?
Yep. They've got video. They've got the video of it, the still pictures of both ships. And then you've got pictures of the wreck, and it matches the Lusitania, and it does not match the Titanic because of the windows. So that's up in the air.
I don't guess I quite understand what you're talking about. What is up in the air? Are they saying that
if that was really the Titanic that's down there?
Oh, I hadn't heard that, Odie. But it had Titanic written on it, did it not?
It's supposedly, but this is just a conspiracy.
Yeah, I think that's a way conspiracy.
There.
Because it's in the exact spot where it went down. Yeah, it's the Titanic.
They're wanting somebody to lift it.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, but you can't. You'll have to Google that.
There's too many things on the ship that match.
It is.
They're being far-fetched there, Odie.
Well, because they've gotten plates from it that said Titanic, all this other stuff.
Oh yeah. They need help. Pray for them.
Look, they're also flat earthers probably.
We mentioned this a moment ago there of a tree across the road. Now it's daylight, you can see it now, but this was going up King Road right before you get to the top of the hill by the tennis courts where it will hit North Hill Street. Rotten tree fell across the road. I would assume, again, assumption that this is cleaned up by now. We go to what happened overnight. Well, here's what happened. 8th Street, 44th Avenue area. You know where where AutoZone is?
Yeah.
Not AutoZone, but O'Reilly. Then you've got Dollar General in that same parking lot.
Yeah, the old Sunflower parking lot.
Yep, across the street says Rodney's Muffler.
Yeah, the old Burger King.
Right there where Dollar General sits all the way at the end is a new pool hall. Have you seen the windows painted?
No, it used to be, the last thing it was a liquor store.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
That didn't work, because they weren't open very long.
No, it didn't work out. But last night, and this didn't happen inside, this was in the parking lot, a person was shot. As we go here to take a look at what we know at this point, a male subject was shot overnight, 8th Street near 44th Avenue. The incident happened in the parking lot of the pool hall that is just recently opened near the Dollar General. A male subject was taken by private car to a local hospital with a gunshot wound that is non-life-threatening. The shooting is under investigation by MPD this morning. And again, it was in the parking lot. Technically, you can't say it had anything to do with that, but it was a crowd outside and a gunfire happened.
Still a gunshot.
It is. So I wanted to brag on this, boy. You were grinning ear to ear Friday morning.
Look, I got the message during the show. Hey, there's a spelling bee, and I said, well, I've got to be there. So that's my granddaughter, Violet, and she won first place in her class, I think is what it was. And then she went up against in the school. This was Friday. So we had
Scarlett.
Scarlett Sosby won first place. Charlie Hardy won second place, and then my baby girl Violet won third place in the school. And I am just so proud of her, and she has done so good over the last year that she's making old Pawpaw happy.
I'm tickled over that.
Yep.
Let's go here. Let's talk Friday afternoon. Is when all of this would happen. 15th was Friday, wasn't it? Isn't that
it
right?
was.
Yeah, Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
I got several texts of, hey, what's going on up at Walmart? And as we would get there was police everywhere, a car pulled over, somebody laying on the ground with cuffs on one side of the car was a male. Oh. The other side of the car was a female with cuffs on.
Ooh.
So I said, huh. And then I looked to my east, and what do I see? A powdery substance all in the parking lot.
Uh-oh.
And I thought, what could this be? It's not snow. It's too warm.
It wasn't snow.
It was not snow as we go here. Let's just take a look here what was going on. As we go here, police on the scene. This is MPD. You see someone cuffed there.
He's just taking a nap.
As police closed in, these guys mean business. A traffic stop was initiated. They fled. And on the other side is where the female is.
When you see them men coming in, they're not playing games.
Oh, what's that, Odie? Yes, sir?
Oh.
That's exactly what you think it is.
So
Picking up that powdery substance there.
Yeah.
Now, there was a lot more to begin with, but as the chase pursued, it was hit by several of the cars. Some was found inside the car, some found in the parking lot.
So they was trying to get rid of it.
Yes, sir. There's the other angle. So it gets you what our officers deal with on a daily basis. People will try to get rid of it. I can't tell you the amount of chases that have happened. They go, whoops, something went out the window. They're trying to get rid of evidence. This just happened to be where it was a bright, sunshiny day, and that snow stood out like a sore thumb.
And talking about these chases and all that, and what goes on, unsung heroes again. We have two major unsung heroes in not just our county, but everywhere, and that's 911 dispatchers. All this goes through dispatch, and our operators are sitting here trying to communicate with the people calling, the officers, and everybody else involved, and we just don't give them kudos enough. And I want to give them kudos. And your rolling hospitals. Your EMTs and paramedics do not get the blessings and the honor that they should have every day because of what they do. Man.
They got a pair of scissors, and they're not scared to use them.
They'll cut your clothes off in front of God and everybody.
Don't matter if them jeans cost $80.
Yeah, we don't. They're going to go right through that. Bling, bling.
They got to help you.
Oh, man.
Last night we had a rather reunion at Church's Chicken in the middle of the night. They wasn't open. You would think, well, everybody was just in a line waiting to get chicken. No, sir, that's not what happened, Odie. A subject was standing there next to the dumpster that, well, he just caught it on fire for no good reason at all.
Well, maybe his chicken wasn't done and he wanted to cook it a little more.
He's talking it over with investigators this morning as to why he lit the chicken on fire. And really and truly, I joke about this, but there is no explanation why somebody would set a dumpster on fire. I don't understand it. He didn't even run. He just set it on fire, waited on them.
And it wasn't that cold.
And it makes you wonder if somebody that does that doesn't want to ride somewhere to spend the night and get something to eat. Makes you wonder.
That's true.
I know last year up at Bonita Lakes Crossing, There was a guy that he got naked because he wanted to go to jail and get something to eat. And that was the only way he could think of to go to jail. And he just got naked as a jaybird and sat down on the bench and waited on him to come get him.
So y'all come.
And they did.
Well, now, I guess I could see that. I don't know what it was last year, but, you get Skidmore's now because you go to Quitman.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And you stay in the Marriott. It's the fine establishment that you get your 3 square meals a day, and you don't get microwaves and all that.
No, sirree. It's good
there.
food. It's a line waiting to get in there.
It's a waiting to get out of there.
We'll be right back.
While everyone is getting ready for Thanksgiving, family, and football, there's an important runoff election coming up on November the 26th. I'm Jennifer Branning. It's time to bring new energy in a new generation of constitutional conservative leadership to the Mississippi Supreme Court. In this election, there's a difference. I'm the only candidate with legislative and courtroom experience, and I'm the only candidate endorsed by the Mississippi Republican Party. I ask for your vote for Supreme Court the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, we'll travel.
Spin the winners back at Kia Meridian. Come in and buy a new or used vehicle, you spin the wheel and win a great prize.
We got Nintendos.
We have 55-inch TVs. Who's got gas?
Gas card, guys.
Oh, gas card.
You sure about that? You can spin from now until the Christmas.
Okay, that was funny. You got to give them credit for being creative every time they do one.
Oh, man.
Already 7:23 this morning, and we pass along condolences as we go to remember one of Meridian's best. Mike Partridge passed away over the weekend. We cannot say enough about him, his family, and everyone who knew him.
Restaurant. And you'd see him driving down the road in his old truck or his old car. And, man, we just hate that.
Back to the radio days as well. We heartfelt condolences to the family members on that. Speaking of also heartfelt condolences, the person has been identified that was struck in the middle of Highway I-20 over the weekend. Christopher Ray Winfield has been identified. He was 40 years old. Condolences to his family members as well.
Prayers. We got D coming in. The voting places for the runoff next week. In the exact same place you went and voted the first time for president and judge and all that. Same exact precinct where you just went to. So all that's done. If you want to, I believe absentee is open now. Go see Donna Jill at the old courthouse. She has not moved to the new one yet. Still in the old courthouse. So go see Donna Jill and get your absentee. But make sure next Tuesday is voting. Week from tomorrow is when we've got to go back to the polls. So if you're not going to be in town because of Thanksgiving, go this week and get that done.
We also got word that Sonny George Poe also passed away on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Condolences to his family as well. I was not aware of that.
Yes.
And we are going to put back, and I just haven't started it, where we have funeral announcements on our earlier show that updates everybody of what's going on. I think that's important to know those things as well. We'll get that going. Last night I almost called Odie to see if he had a magnet to go down and help everybody up.
And we might have needed it.
As we got reports of this, and I do think it was picked up the best people that came along could. Nails were reported in the middle of Highway 493 where you turn off to go to Windsor Road. There, that little turn in there over that hill.
Yes.
It was people dodging nails. I don't know what caused it, but we had a lot of comments coming in of there. I can see them in the highway. And we all know that is not good when it comes to replacing tires.
Ooh, no, not at all.
This is pretty neat, Odie. She's getting her very own.
Oh, Betty White with a stamp.
There you go. The United States Post Office is going to honor her. You can click that link that we've got there and read, take it to Fox News, and they'll tell you more about it. But I'm proud of her. She was really Americana, I guess is what you could say.
I might have to go get I don't know if I'll get the whole book, but I'll get some. Can you do the absentee vote online? No, ma'am. You will have to go up and show up in person with an ID, and show that's how we do it here in Mississippi. You cannot vote online absentee.
I got a word just a few moments ago as we were starting the show that Fred has been found. Fred is at home.
Fred's at home.
Now, we've still got one other pup. Let me show you this here pup. He was found on Mosby Road. Let me blow this up.
So we got the dog, just don't have the owner this
correct.
time. Okay.
And Miss Henson has him.
Oh.
He's
Sweet little girl.
Yes. And so, like to get her home there if you happen to recognize that puppy dog there.
Yeah.
You can inbox us. We'll be glad to set it up if you don't know how to get in touch with them. You can get a sheet of stamps.
Get a sheet of stamps. That's right.
Frame it up.
Yep. I don't know how to do that.
Worth a mint. What are they going for now a piece?
50-something cents, 58 cents, something
Angie just
like
always
that.
has those magical stamps at the house when I need one. I've never asked her what they cost.
Well, and they're forever stamps.
Yes.
So, and an investment would be to go buy, say, $500 worth of stamps, and they're good forever.
Well, actually, I probably use.
Yeah, you use that.
I use a lot. I just never ask because sometimes it doesn't hurt as bad.
You close one eye when you put that stamp on, so you don't.
It's like when I walk by that frame in my 1986 Chevrolet every morning, I just throw $100 when I go by it because I know it's going to cost me that.
Well,
every day.
Looks like it's gotten a little taller.
We got a lift kit now.
I noticed that this morning. I was like, well, look at there. $16 for 20 of them. Ooh, 73 cents.
I did not realize that. Wow.
$1 a stamp. It's not going to be long. If it's 73 cents now, it's not going to be long. It's going to be $1.
And this may be one of them. We got to think on this now. This may be one of these agencies that a new shape-up is coming. We know that there's waste in each government, and Elon's coming, and he may reconstruct.
That's on my paycheck, I pay into retirement. Well, then the county takes what they've
a good portion
come
of it
out of it, and then they send it off. I don't know, once a month, once a quarter, something like that. But it's throughout the entire year. The post office, or at least at one time it used to be, they had to guess at how much their pay in for the entire year on retirement was going to be, and write a check at the start of the year and say, here's your money to go into the retirement program. Well, that automatically put them in the red. And everybody says, well, the post office is going broke. Well, they weren't. They're making money, but they have to pay it all out at the beginning of the year, puts them in the red, and it takes them almost a whole year to get back in the black. So they're making money, but the way it's set up is they just need to be redone. And Elon is the one that can do that. You can do it
monthly and everybody be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody's heard about this. We were told it was $1 million in the beginning. Remember Oprah showing up for Kamala's event? They said that she made $1 million off of it. Ruh-roh, more receipts have come in. It could be more. But at this point, have you seen this price tag? $2.5 million is what Harpo Productions was paid to be a part of Kamala Harris's inaugural or her bid for presidency.
It goes back to that football player. If you really care about what that is, you would have done it for free.
Well, they all cashing in.
Because Trump could have come asked me, and I wouldn't have charged him a dime to say I support Trump.
Odie, I'm thinking that me and you have really been looking at this really wrong.
I think we need to start charging for this,
I think we should have got on here and said, vote for Kamala. $2.5 million.
Well,
We might.
I could have told you that.
And then we could have said, well, we were just funning.
Psych.
That's a lot of money, and that's not even. They have receipts coming in daily of what all of the entertainers were being paid. And at the end of this, let me say this, and I may have mentioned it the other day, but again, we want to reaffirm to you that just because somebody's a celebrity does not mean that it influences that of the voter. We have seen it over and over. The first time a few years ago, 4 years ago, when the lady ran for office in Nashville, Taylor Swift went up against her. Well, the woman still won, Blackburn. It happened again on this election. Don't let celebrities sway you. They try to get in your head and think, well, it's not the cool thing to do. And what America done this time was they heard all that, and then they went and voted how their pocketbook felt.
Yeah, you can't
nutshell.
argue with that. And Taylor Swift, I'll give you kudos for your singing.
Yes, sir.
And I'll give you kudos for the reports that we hear about the way you take care of your employees, and you're giving them bonus and you're sharing some of your money. But your politics, stay out of it, because you're a singer. You continue to sing and you continue to do that. But don't tell me how I need to vote.
Here's one of those stories that you have to brag on every once in a while. You know, when I can remember when Dylan Ray was a baby and Madison was a baby. It was some tough times, and sometimes you have to part with things. And I did my '70 Cadillac there, gone with the wind, gone. Here's the thing: where a guy got rid of his '69 Camaro. 40 years later, his son bought one, restored it, and then gave it to his dad for his 65th birthday. Wow. Isn't that just neat?
That is pretty cool.
Daily Mail carried the story on that. Every now and then, your kids remember things and do things for them. And we're always proud to.
Yeah, and what you did for them.
Yeah, that is great there. As we go to, did you see the fight that Trump went to?
No.
This would be John Jones, the UFC, and of course, is it Dana White?
Dana White got the UFC.
Trump helped, and then he stayed by that, but he went to the fight, and they handed down the during the fight, he handed down the belt after he won it to the president.
That's pretty cool. That's got Elon Musk and
you see
Kid Rock in it.
Oh, Kid, they took pictures after.
Yeah.
We'll be right back as we still work this day together. 7:33. Well, I went a little long there on that segment. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We'll make it up.
We got weather, and we got so much more to talk about coming up. Scotty Ray Report. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. Just a moment ago, somebody made the comment, do the right thing like Dolly does and keep your mouth hushed about politics. Over the weekend, Dolly's brother passed away.
Yes, that was terrible news, and prayers for them.
But apparently this trait does not run in the family. As I go to Stella's page, which is her sister, and dude, as I go through this, she is very upset that a man named Donald Trump has won presidency of the United States.
Well, so she let it be known.
Well, that's Stella Parton, as you'll see there. We won't tell you what all those abbreviations
y'all can
stand
imagine
for.
that right there. If that's okay.
I had no idea that this woman was, and the further I went down her page, I went woof, and woof and double woof.
Yeah. I wonder if she's ever had to earn $1 in her life.
I don't know, but she got blocked from Facebook for a few months there for whatever she said that was bad. It must have been pretty rough there.
Oh.
But she doesn't hold those same morals as Dolly does.
And I don't guess she really has to.
No, I don't guess.
You got to be a human being, and you showed right there that you weren't.
She was having what they call that meltdown, like some of those,
right.
The ones we were talking about, those high school principals that were just.
Yeah, going off.
And what about these women shaving their heads, claiming that they're not going to have relations with their husbands anymore?
Yeah, just tell me how that works out.
DIVORCE. I bet you they give in. But
yeah. I do weddings. I guess I could do some divorces too. I dress up like Donald Trump.
You did do a wedding this weekend, didn't you?
I did. I had a big weekend. I did a wedding for
who got married?
DJ David and Jordan Barfield. Now, this one was her maiden name.
Yeah.
But, look at here. I'm drinking my coffee. Best officiant ever, and it says thank you for being a part of our special day and marrying us. Thank y'all for allowing me to officiate your wedding and make y'all from a 2 to a 1. That was a great day. And then yesterday we had to pack up and head south. And my stepson and his wife, Kelly and Hogan, are having a baby. And we did gender reveal.
Looked like something blue flying.
And
was it right?
Yeah, it was a blue. We're gonna have a baby boy, and can't show the video on this platform because it makes too much noise and shows a lot of the Second Amendment kind of stuff.
Right.
But it was blue powder went everywhere.
Well, congratulations there.
That was a good day to be there.
Somebody wanted to know Stella, who's Stella Parton, which is Dolly's sister.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go back to 1942. This dude that was in this had co-starred with this young lady in the original show.
Oh, man.
He was like cowboy cool to me. He was that guy that was he looked like the cowboy. Similar to what they would, the Marlboro guy, that they would kind of make him after. He had that look. She would go on to be part of Dynasty, if I remember correctly. But you'll remember her, Linda Evans. It was the Big Valley. Had you forgotten that she looked like that?
I had.
She doesn't even look like that on the left now.
No.
Age gets us all. Don't mean that ugly. Boy, as a kid, this was my show. A guy.
Yeah, I did watch it.
Jameson Parker Jr. was born on this day. And you go, is that Steve Parker Jr.? No. But it does kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
1942, when he was born, he went by AJ on the show. As we go back to remember Simon and Simon. Y'all remember him?
That's it.
Our very own Mississippi boy would be a part of that. Gerald McCraney.
He drove the sports car.
Yeah.
And
the suit.
And the suit. And then we had the Dodge Power Wagon.
He went by Rick, if I remember. Rick and AJ.
Rick and AJ. I couldn't remember either one of them.
And maybe it also has reruns, and I just hadn't caught them. But it's been a few years. I always liked that. My bucket's got a hole in it. Oh, he went number 1 on this date, as it was the B-side to I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. As we remember Hank Williams. They released it today to radio, and it would go on to become a number 1.
Oh, Hank. He's just there.
There's a pretty clever little tune there if you've never heard it. Did you ever watch Saved by the Bell?
I did. Had to.
It was a part of the 90s. I don't care where you went. It was on television. Yeah. As we remember the principal, his name was Dennis Haskins. He was born on this day in 1950. I didn't realize he was on that show for so long. 89.
Belding. Yeah, there it is right there. Richard Belding.
But it was, if your kids grew up in the 90s, you knew all about that.
Too.
We go back to Saturday Night Live during the 90s, I believe it's when, late 80s to the mid 90s.
Yeah.
He was a part of it. He would do the weekend news and all of that. Any of y'all remember this guy, Kevin Nealon? He's got a birthday today also.
And he didn't do an awful lot after that, I don't believe.
I hadn't seen him in anything. Huh? 1956, there would be
y'all know
a
this
show called The Ed Sullivan Show.
Yep.
And it was a big deal to make it Ed Sullivan. It put you in every home in America.
Yeah.
And, well, we'd get a thrill that night as Fats Domino made his way to the airwaves. 1956.
That was it.
Do you remember Rocky?
I know. I watched this one.
Rocky and Bullwinkle premiered in 1959.
Hey, Rocky. What's up, Bullwinkle?
That's,
And then what was Natasha and...
I hadn't seen it in forever, Odie.
I hadn't either. What was the Russian spy? There she is. Natasha and Boris, wasn't it?
That maybe. I can't. I'll be honest. I don't remember there. Shanghai
man,
Noon.
yeah.
Did you ever watch any of those?
Yes, I did.
They were good. He was also in Wedding Crashers and a few others.
He's been in a lot. He was in the museum, wasn't he?
Yeah, Night at the
Night
Museum.
at the Museum.
Owen
Yeah.
Wilson, born on this day back in '68.
Yeah.
Those Shanghai Noons were pretty good. Funny.
Oh.
Of all the songs that he done, this would be the very first one that put him over that top to where he became a household name. And it was all with, well, a whisper, you might could say, with Hello, Darling.
Hello, darling.
Conway recorded it today in 1969. It would become one of his biggest, still known today, some 55 years later.
Wow. Ain't that something?
It was. This girl has redefined after getting leaving Fox after that big thing saying, Mr. President, did you say anything about women? No, only Rosie O'Donnell was the answer. She would then leave Fox, go to NBC, and it would more or less flop.
Yeah.
She has since started her own platform, and it is humongous.
She is doing great now.
Megyn Kelly.
Yep.
Her, along with Mr. Bowtie, are doing their own thing online now.
Well, you know, her and Trump, boy, they... Of course, she brought that on herself.
She did.
Should have known not to, but...
It didn't help
doing
things.
good now. She backed him this whole time.
You're right. She sure has.
She said, I'm not going to go down that road again.
Odie, I was 9 years old, and I can remember watching this on television as it unfolded. And at the time, I didn't understand what was going on.
Same. I remember watching it.
Jonestown. Anybody ever heard of that?
Yeah.
It would be a preacher in the U.S. of A. that convinced his churchgoers to sell everything they own and follow him to, was it New Guinea or somewhere like that, South Africa?
Now, weren't they... They had to die at this particular time because the spaceship was coming through or something?
I don't even remember what he told them. But he mixed Kool-Aid, and it was very few that lived to tell the story of what happened in 78 of Jim Jones and those followers that died. 909. A third of them were children that he did this way. Man. That's a sad day in American history. And again, it didn't happen here. He went to another country to pull that off. But it shows how people can follow the wrong people. There's only one to follow, and his name is JC.
Woo! Yep.
Now, this guy...
he won't do that to you.
No, sir. No, sir. This guy recently passed away.
Yes, he did.
He, what a songwriter he was. Why me, Lord. But boy, he would make it tonight to appear on the Muppets. Do y'all remember that?
What's the Muppets name?
That one? I can't tell you. Ann either.
It starts with a G. It's not Grover.
It may be Grover.
Gomez, something like that.
I only know Miss Piggy and Frog.
Somebody would know what that is.
This is one of the most talented women that ever was in country music. She'd go and have a variety show. She was it on a stick there in the 70s because we were sleeping single in a double bed. Barbara Mandrell. The show began. Her and her sisters. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Michelle had it. It was Gonzo. That's right. Gonzo.
Pretty good show.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happened today.
Ooh.
There's two songs that's with three. The list is longer. But always two songs pop out when you hear this. Good Old Boys Like Me. And then the second that always goes in my head when I hear his name is, if you see Burt Reynolds, would you shake his hand for me? Tell old Burt I've seen all his movies. But if Hollywood don't need you, honey, I still do. Woo! Last night I drove the truck to Amarillo. Don Williams, they released If Hollywood Don't Need You on this date, 1982. And that was really and truly, that song is just as good today as it was the day it was released. I feel good about stuff like that. Gives me hope for mankind.
Oh, this is. I'm gonna watch it again this year. Well, don't you know not to stick your tongue to
in that
cold pole?
bunny outfit? Well, let's go back to remember A Christmas Story. It was released today. Ralphie, is that not a good show?
Yeah.
Have you bought the leg lamp yet?
I had.
We
ain't found one to buy.
We really need one for Christmas in here.
We do need to stand back
but
there.
no, my interior decorator hadn't bought one of them yet.
Angie.
1989, he had a bunch of songs. He was big during the late 80s into the early 90s. Joe Sure Knows How to Feel. Who Do You Know in California? The list goes on and on. Today, he was number one with Bayou Boys. Eddie Raven, if y'all remember Eddie Raven. Some of you won't. Some of you true ones will. This was a bad day for Texas A&M. It used to be a tradition where they had a bonfire every day, and back 25 years ago, 12 died at Texas A&M in that bonfire.
Has it been that long?
25 years, Odie.
Because they used to get the poles and they stand them up, wrap cables around them, then go up to another tier. And I forgot how many tiers it was for that big bonfire. And one of the cables snapped, and the logs tumbled down and killed, I guess, 12 people. Oh, man. I can't believe it's been almost 26 years ago, 25 years now.
Another movie that we just really, really liked was The Blues Brothers.
Cheers.
How did you do it? Howdy, howdy, ho.
Howdy, howdy, ho.
And he would move across the stage. And I don't remember the rest of the words, only howdy, howdy, ho is all I know.
Enough.
The name was Cab Calloway. Do y'all remember him? He's the one that done the entertainment as the Blues Brothers got to the stage. Cab was a legend. He was born in 1907, and he would pass away on this date back in 1994. Minnie and the Moochers is the name of that Howdy, Howdy, Ho song there. He died at the age of 86. He was a legend when it comes to blues, without a doubt. Cab Calloway, the name that comes to the top.
He's got it.
Yeah, what? May have to go back and watch that again. I remember watching a Mel Gibson movie, Payback. Did you ever see that?
Yes.
Do you remember where he made the guy hold up his alligator suitcase and he shoots it and he goes, man, that's just cruel.
That's him. Yep.
He was in a lot of Westerns. Boy, he come up along that time and became one of the faces of being, well, the tough bunch. James Corbin passed away on this date back in 2002.
He was a good actor.
He was. I really liked him, but I'll never forget that scene when he shot those alligator things. Man, it's just me.
But that was a good movie.
Payback. All he wanted, he kept telling them the exact amount of money that he wanted.
This
they
is
took
what
from
you owe me.
And they kept making it higher.
Yeah.
Back in 2005, we were all fans of Johnny and June, without a doubt. The man in black, he stood for those that couldn't protect themselves. He stepped up to the microphone, and no matter where, and he lived by his word. He did. He took up for the underdog. The movie would premiere today. I Walk the Line.
I can't believe that's been 20 years ago.
What happened?
Are we getting old or something?
I'm afraid we are. I looked in the mirror the other day and said, who's that?
Yeah. I need to get something just for men or something.
I'm going to have to. I ain't even going to say it. This next guy, man, he was a legend as a kid because everybody wanted to touch it.
Do not squeeze the Charmin.
He would pass away today. Dick Wilson passed away. Y'all remember him? That was really, he was like a superstar.
Just from that.
Yeah. Along with that woman that used to do the bounty picker-upper, that redheaded woman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Those were two that...
And Maytag.
Oh, the Maytag repairman. The Lima man.
Yeah.
Just waiting on something to happen.
We'll
be right back. His name was Mr. Whipple.
Mr. Whipple, yep.
I'd almost forgotten that. What? And wait a minute. Almost the other guy that was real popular, and they used the same guy with it. The Miracle Whip guy that always had what was his name?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I can't either, but
you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All right. We'll be right back as we continue this morning. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back. You remember that song, It's a Saturday Night and I Ain't Got Nobody?
I ain't got nobody. Yeah.
Apparently that happened up at Walker Hill Apartments as two people were robbed, Odie. As we go here for the latest information, the front door of an apartment was kicked in by 3 gunmen. There were 2 guys in the apartment. They were robbed of all their money. And off in the night, the 3 gunmen ran. Miraculously, no one was injured. It was a bunch of police there. And we're glad that it was no worse than that.
Yeah.
Now, Walker Hill, this is going to be up behind Dairy Queen.
That's right.
I know you've heard that name before, but that's where it's located there.
Old Marion Road there.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. We had a traffic alert right there by Johnson Dodge and Kia over the weekend.
Ooh, uh-oh.
As we go here, let's pull this up, Odie. Let's get to the video here and back this up.
Hey.
A little damage there to that Yoda. And as we come across here, J&C on the would be some damage with this vehicle here. That one got rear-ended, and they would pull in there to the parking lot to get a good look at everything. Meridian Police were there on scene, taking care of business. But some major damage to that. Sure hate it happened.
That was something. And you saw on that wrecker, move over. And on the back, it's got that. And when you see that, move over, slow down a little bit. That is huge. But you got to remember, these guys are usually laying down underneath the car. They can't see you coming. And we've lost some people that worked for wreckers during wrecks that have lost their life. And it simply takes you to slow down, move over, and give them room. Let them clear the highway or the roadway, and then travels back going again. But we can't clean it up without them. So just be safe around
You ever been in that instance of you're standing here and you go, I need to go here, I need to go there, and what do you do?
Yep.
Well, I knew somebody got stabbed, and I knew that the police were after him, and I was thinking, did I go where it happened, or did I go where they got him?
You need a doppelganger.
So what's a doppelganger?
I mean, somebody that looks just like
So I went here first. The suspect was stopped here near Buffalo Wild Wings. This would be Saturday afternoon. Now, this was downgraded by the Meridian Police Department after they got on scene. But they changed it to an assault instead of a stabbing. I would make several trips here as we go back here to this location here at Bonita Lakes Inn. An argument broke out and a pocket knife was pulled, but they downgraded. He didn't have to go to the hospital.
Well, that used to be the Baymont, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. Baymont's right beside it.
Okay.
Right there. It's got a new name also. This is the one directly behind McAllister's.
Oh, yeah.
It runs long ways.
Yeah.
And in the end, he didn't go to the hospital, but he did have some injuries, so they downgraded it to an assault that took place there. There would also be, I returned there last night, and then it ended up being nothing to where somebody said, hey, I just got robbed.
Wow.
Police arrived to try to find the female that said she was robbed, and she was gone with the wind. She didn't stick around to police, so nothing happened there. But an active weekend in that area there. Boy, talk about Highway 45. Let's go here, Odie.
Clark County was busy with Rolling Creek.
Yes, sir. They responded. This was a Ford pickup truck. I'm going out on a limb, and me and Odie are going to act like we're insurance adjusters.
We're going to total that out.
Rump row. I'm not sure.
New paint anyway.
Yes, sir. We're not sure what happened of what caused it. And let's talk about these guys. They are on the scene. They're quick.
They are there, and I saw something there that kind of got me on that video. Watch this right here coming up while they're grabbing this, and here it comes. Watch. You saw him running towards that car. You saw the smoke from that car. You saw the truck and the lights, and you'd like to run that firefighter over because you sitting there driving like a fool down that road. That was just absolutely dangerous what they just did, and they have no account for what's going on in our society. And that guy's trying to help him do his job.
Could have went
truck,
to the parking lot.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying on that.
Burnt my feathers right there.
Let me show you a concrete. You ever seen this piece of concrete here?
I have, and I wondered if it would ever get hit.
Well, it did this weekend. That is the concrete barrier where you go left to go to Front Street or right to go 4th Street. Let's back up and take a look here. Rump, bro, there it is. Ow. You've seen that before.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we're predicting a new oil pan at least here out of this situation. As MPD showed up on scene. Look at all that oil there.
Looking at it like, look what you've done.
That Toyota's got some. You can't hardly destroy a Toyota unless you do something like that.
Yeah. It does need to have something to brighten up that curb to let you know that something's there. But you got to be dedicated and know which way you're going to go. You're going to go left, you're going to go right.
Yeah, because when you come over that hill,
you better be in the right lane.
You got to choose. We had an accident this weekend, Highway 16 West, right past the casinos where the Dollar General is.
Yeah.
Look at that rollover accident. Off into the bushes it went.
Oof. That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah. As you can see the glow of the Dollar General in the background.
Wow.
It did leave a mark. I think 3 people were injured out of 4 as we go there. This started out as a controlled burn yesterday. I spoke with Clark County Hot Topics. They were on the scene as they went down. This was a controlled burn in Enterprise. I believe it was Enterprise. Maybe it was Stonewall. Let me back up and check my facts there. But that's an abandoned shelter. And called fire there. Got a little out of hand there.
I tell you, you're going to burn. Somebody sent me a text. Stonewall. Somebody sent me a text the other day and says, "Are we under a burn ban?" And I simply text back, "No, but be safe and use common sense burning. You've got to be careful. Fire can get out of hand quick."
Hey, I went to a ribbon cutting ceremony, and and sometimes you overlook this part of town. It's easy to do. You're downtown Meridian, you're coming past the Riley Center, the City Hall, and you're headed toward right up to where Hewlett Furniture Company is, and you take the left.
Yep.
Well, right to the right is where this is. If you come in from the tunnel side there, right there, Flourish done a big grand opening on Friday. Went to that at 11 o'clock. They take the scissors and whoop, it's officially open.
Yeah, you don't see a lot going on down there. So
when you get to that red light, the stop sign, you just turn
take
left.
left and go. Yeah.
But it's on the other end there, counseling and a whole lot of other things they'll help you out with there. So wish them luck with their new business in downtown Meridian there. Let's see here what has gone on. Chris Wallace, I told you, has been let go from CNN.
Yep.
We're understanding there's going to be a lot more. Have you ever wanted, if you're in Washington and would like to own is it $8 million? I believe that's what
6.4.
Okay, pretty close there. Here's what it looks like on the inside there.
Well, I mean, it's
pretty, isn't it? $6.4 million will get you Chris Wallace's house.
Yeah, you can.
You're going to have a little sticker shock after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd sell too.
Woof. Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah.
All right, we need to do some
Washington,
birthdays,
D.C.
Odie. We got any today?
We do. We had, well, not us, but those people, they really wasn't that busy this weekend. Ann McKee's got a birthday. Jeff McKee's got a birthday. C.W. Garrett Jr. had a birthday Saturday. Angie Alexander and Johnny Boykin having a birthday.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful day.
Now, we haven't got the locations yet on this, but we do know that we have one in Meridian. Over 700 locations across America are going to be closing as they revamp. As we go here, Advance Auto Parts has announced that 700 stores nationwide will be closing their doors in 25.
We've got, let's see, we've got 1, 2.
Was there several?
I know we've got 2 Advanced Autos. I don't remember if we've got 3. Haley Johnson's got a birthday. Brill McCarty, 35 yesterday. Mike Whitlock's got a birthday. Now they're starting to come in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know we've got 2 if we don't have 3, but 2.
So we'll see where the announcement, no word that it's going to affect our area, but it could happen. All right, we
got 3 Advanced Autos here. Yeah, so, all right, and I went to pull this up.
What'd you find for us today as far as our big one?
Here we go, right here. We're going to go to Matthew 5, verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. You know, peacemakers that we have are our law enforcement officers and those who go to do good. And our hearts are out with them, and our prayers go to those who put their lives on the line for our safety each and every day. While you say your prayers for those who put their lives in danger, but say a prayer for your family, your friends, and that the Lord Savior Jesus Christ actually enters the hearts of new people every day. And if you don't have him in your heart, put him in your heart. He is the ultimate peacemaker, and he can make peace within us and give us everlasting life. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Tuesday be here before we know it. Until then, remember, God loves you, but so do we.